Alright, let's do this. One of these days I'm going to make that compilation. I didn't hate Balia. Again, it's another MMORPG. And it's got a huge learning curve, and I'm just kind of like, about the whole fucking thing. I don't know. I probably will definitely play it again. It, like where winds meet, it tries to be very secular with its gameplay. So literally every time you move to another window, it's loading everything up again. And the cutscenes are really nice. Like they do like little movie stuff. I mean, how every time you load the game up, it has the same intro, and it's it is what it is. All right. I mean, does that make sense? Palia is just very unhappy with the character creation. The half green hair, the goatee, the glasses. You're supposed to be like this, human being that comes out of nowhere, and it's really a bad representation of me. I don't know if the creative crew, that's pretty much the typical or the standard amongst them, but definitely not. I definitely don't feel represented. And what makes it even funnier is that I feel further apart from everything. I mean, the main reason that I was playing the game is because I was trying to do, what I've been saying a million times, is connection. And it feels like the orc thing all over again, where the orc event that I did last year, the more I try to force the connection to other people, the less of a connection I feel like I have. I mean, as I'm going to say it, the orc event was very successful. I accomplished what I wanted to do. I did an orc a day. I did not stream it. I did not. It goes into the whole fucking, reason why there's only 5 streams and not, at least 35 streams. Because I could have easily streamed every single one of them. But it definitely showed what I could do. What is actually happening with me. But the game itself is kind of There's nothing There's nothing spectacular about the game. It's a little kludgy. It's a little this, and I kind of feel like the game just keeps telling me, it's like going, what do you want for free? I mean, what do you want? What do you want? Oh, sorry. I think that pool is a little off. What do we want for free? We're going to hang out for a little bit. Not too long. Yeah, what do you want for free? And I feel less of myself. That really is what it boils down to. When I try to force something and try to do something that's not me, it kind of feels like I'm being less true to myself. And I don't know why I take offense to it when somebody says, "Oh, you're just an artist. You're just doing artist stuff." And we love your art. We love what you're doing, but it's kind of like I kind of feel like that it's not the connection that I don't know. It's not the connection I'm looking for. It's definitely not. And because I want it to be more. The main reason and what I wanted to talk about while playing the game, I didn't even do because I was too busy trying to figure out how to move and how to do this. But how does one find their tribe? And I have like the best people in the world. Even the ones coming in brand new, and even the ones I've known for years, and even the few that are still with me since the beginning. And if I have found my tribe, would somebody tell me? Somebody say, "Hey, this is your tribe. This is you're in. You got this." I don't know if they would. I don't know anything. I think the only thing I do know is that I'm overthinking this whole thing. Let's get moving. I think that I've well over I so oversold to myself what this is. And I have some really good, I have to tell you, I have some really good friends. I have definitely made the family that I would want within this. But have I made my tribe? I don't know. Have I found, is my tribe already formed and I'm just trying to step into it and trying to do this? Am I already a part of it? I just don't know. And is this as far as I go? is this where I take this? And we've already achieved, achievement unlocked. Have we made it? If the answer is yes, I guess I have to be satisfied with it. I still feel a little empty, and I still feel like there is a part of me that needs to be filled. But is that part of it? Is that... am I going to go through the rest of my life, pining for something that really doesn't even exist or doesn't happen? One of the amazing things, and one of the reasons why I even have a Twitch account in the first place, forget why I stayed. We're going to go into why I have the account in the first place. It's because when I walked into another streamer's basically their community, it's the first community that I was actually a part of, and it was very active and very lively and everything like that, and I was like, I want that. And Twitch kind of sold me that I was going to get that, which I haven't. And the one thing that the streamer did was they said, welcome home. And I've had other iterations of that, since. But that time, the first time that they welcomed me home, and they welcomed me home every time I came into their stream. I really did think, I'm like going, I am home. This is what it's going to be. And as quickly as I got into it is as quickly as I left that community. And I watched it all come crumbling down. And I don't even know if the streamer still streams. They probably do. They had a connection that I've never achieved. In the few years that they streamed before I met them, to now, it's 5 years later. I made a Twitch account to be a part of that community, but the only reason that I stream on Twitch is because, like I said, Twitch kind of sold me on the idea that I could build that community, that I could have that. I could have exactly what I'm looking for. And I wanted to achieve it without all of the nonsense and all of the, the excess drama that's, unneeded. And more creative people and more, people who are individuals, and more of all the things that I want, and less of the hate and the spam and the infighting and this. I thought I could build that, and because I've shied away from the controversy aspect of it, I think that that's one of the reasons why I've achieved what I've achieved so far. I think it also makes me a hard watch, because I think people when they watch me, and if they do stick around for a bit, they realize like there's no epiphany, there's no eureka, there's no me giving life advice and you know, it's just some old guy talking about his day. And if it's not what people are looking for, oh well. You know, I kind of like to do that. You know, I had to actually, and it took me many years. I mean, basically, it took me 4 years as an actual, you know, streamer here on YouTube to come to the realization that I don't have that. That people who watch me don't necessarily like what they're seeing, and it's one of the reasons why when they come in and they watch for a little bit, that's enough. They've gotten their fill. That's the end. And you know what? Well, I got to be okay with it. I don't want to change it. I used to put in description of what I talked about and all this other stuff, and everything went in the descriptions below. And that was 900 morning commutes ago. I mean, basically for 900 morning commutes, I don't even have descriptions. You can't distinguish one from the other. You'd have to just randomly come and watch one, and hopefully it's one of the ones where I'm like, you know, doing voices and, you know, making up freaking stuff and a little less complaining. The one time that I talked about what politics, because it was an election year, the one time I talked about politics, I had somebody come in and be like going, you got to stop with the politics, man. You got to do, you know. I don't watch you for your take on what political party you're a part of. Or why you hate the current administration. Why you didn't have faith in the previous administration. I don't watch it for that. And I didn't get it. And I don't think that they followed me or subscribed here on YouTube because I did that. But I really don't want to ever, you know, say, you know, no, I don't do that. I would never list myself as a political channel. I would never, you know, my views have been wrong. And my views are, you know, I've been wrong about things. I'm not gonna shy away from it. I make mistakes. I'm not even gonna apologize for that. I think that's part of being human. But I give everybody the boring crap. I'm sorry. It definitely doesn't make me AI fodder. Yeah, no AI is going to want this shit because obviously it doesn't, you know, bring in the views. I mean, Why would you upload any of my videos? Except maybe freaking Fat Babe, which I think is, I didn't write it, so I don't want to really like diss it in any way. But it's definitely not an original song by me, which is what most of my parodies are. It's definitely not one of the more popular parody videos, because I sang White and Nerdy by Weird Al, and that didn't get as hit as much as this. And somewhere along the lines, this has been going like gangbusters. I mean, it's got close to 1,000 views. And I suspect before the end of this year, it probably will hit 1,000. I mean, it is so far ahead. It has more views. I'm thinking it has more views all on its own than all my other videos combined. That could be true. And I didn't sing it that great. I did my best, but I definitely think that Project Melody is a better song. I definitely think that If I Was an Orc is a better song. I definitely think that Offline is one of those songs that I did. It took me 10 minutes to write, create, sing it, and publish it. 10 minutes. I have a record on that. It is one of the most amazing songs that I've ever written, and I think I sang it well. I think it's within my range. It's within the way I speed and stuff like that. I really didn't have a chance, because normally with any song that I write, I spend a few times rehearsing what the song's going to be. I just went in cold, and I think the song came out fantastic. Cookie's another song that came out freaking awesome. Even Iron Mouse, which is the parody from Black Sabbath's Iron Man, I think it was absolutely fantastic. As far as covers go, because Fat Babe is a cover of a parody. As far as covers go, I think that Rainbow Connection, me doing Kermit the Frog, I did not impersonate Kermit the Frog, but because my brain has always sung it in Kermit's voice, I sang it, a little bit of that came out. I think that the way I sang it was just absolutely phenomenal. I think, speaking about the original Ludecast, Silver Bells. Oh my God, that was that song is like light years ahead of freaking Fat Babe. That's the Warren Zevon Werewolves of London. My Ham Spin, that's a really great song. I think that the Ever True song from Roxanna, I think came out absolutely like incredible. And it took True a year before she even realized I did that. She said, give me a song, and I will pick a song that reminds me of you from my playlist. And I told her, I said, whatever song you pick, I will write you a parody song. And I did that all within the same day. As soon as she gave me the song, I wrote the parody song, I sang the parody song, and I published the parody song, and I submitted it to her. And it took her a year before she even realized I did that. If you guys have a game that you guys want me to play, I mean, call it out. If you want to collab, call it out. If you want to collab with me doing YouTube, I think I'm going to test out tonight. I think I'm going to test out the YouTube Twitch duo stream, and see how that works out for me. Take care of yourself. Be well. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. All right? And I will talk to you on Saturday. Yay, Saturday.